What's up, guys? Welcome to Season 2, Episode 20 of the GamePlan Pod. I'm Peter.
I'm Vincent.
And I'm Henry.
Let's dive into the episode. P.S. You can always watch Season 1 and 2 on Spotify.
All right, starting us off hot. We're going to talk about Juan Soto and where he's been going. Obviously, the meetings and talks have been picking up with Soto as the main contenders being the Mets, Yankees, Red Sox, and the Blue Jays as the top four.
Dodgers.
The Dodgers are in there too.
Not really.
The Dodgers, I think those are the 5 teams remaining in the sweepstakes. But where do you guys think he's gonna go? Because this is a lot.
I'll start it off as a Yankee fan. I don't want him, and let me explain why I don't want him. Because I know this team. We're gonna make the wrong move, and we're gonna sign him for like 15 years, $750 million, ridiculous contract. And I just don't believe he's worth that money. He's an incredible hitter, but his defense is putrid. It's very, very bad.
He doesn't have a good defense.
Look, he is a stud. He is a top 10, top 5 player in the MLB. He's a stud. But again, I know this team, if we make this move and sign Soto for X amount of money, most likely we're not going to get another player. And that's just what the reality is. And again, our team is going to be worse next year because we're going to lose Glaber. And, I mean, like, Rizzo's not good, but we're not going to have...
As of right now, it's going to be worse.
It's going to be worse. We're not going to get anybody else. We're not going to get anybody else.
If you get Soto.
I'm saying if we get Soto, we're not getting anybody else.
Why do you think that?
Because I know this team. They're putting their full...
Your team, like, the Mets and Yankees don't have problems spending. Like, they can do deferrals, in my opinion.
Dude, because Cashman and, like, Steinbrenner are so, like, specific of who they get. It doesn't make any sense to me having this money.
At the same time, you don't have to... You
Dude,
may sign Soto.
Fried. I think we're going to get Max Fried. Is it Fried or Fried?
Fried.
Dude, we're going to get Fried, but otherwise we're not going to get anybody else.
Don't forget that you guys were also talking with the Cubs about Cody Bellinger, and he can play.
That would be a trade.
He can play first base.
But again, we're not going to sign him. We're going to have to trade for him.
That's not.
I know, but we might have to give up Spencer Jones.
All right. I know Spencer Jones, but at the same time, if you guys keep Soto,
but if we keep
where is he gonna fit in?
Who?
Spencer Jones.
Right, I guess
that's where it is. Because like,
and then you also have Dominguez, and you have Judge, and then you have Stan, and then you have, I guess...
No, Stan doesn't play outfield. He's only DH.
My point is, I would way rather have Plan B of what they keep talking about right now. I would way rather have it, because if you look at it like this, you're improving in more positions than just re-signing Soto. Because if you get Santander, who is very, very good, you get Santander, then you get Adames for... Actually, no. Hold on, let me rethink this. You get Walker for first, upgrade first base, without having to give up any prospects, right? And then Alonso, honestly, either or. I mean, Walker's definitely cheaper. You get Santander to fill the role of Soto, and
I feel like that's everyone's backup option is Santander.
Santander, Alonso/Walker. Burns or Fried, I don't know, their starter, and some bullpen. I would way rather that than just Soto.
Look,
at the same time, you're not only going to get Soto. I think that if the Mets sign Soto, I still think they have a chance of getting Alonso, bringing in like Corbin Burns.
No chance, because
it's yearly. That's the thing. It's not like the NFL.
Yearly. I understand yearly.
Steve Cohen doesn't care if he goes over the luxury tax. He doesn't care. He's like, all right.
I'm telling you,
and the Dodgers.
Soto. Can I just say this one thing before you guys speak about the Mets? Let's say Soto goes to the Mets, Alonso's signing like that. I'm telling you, because once Soto's gone off the market,
the market's gonna go fast.
Once Soto's gone, the market's gonna go so fast.
Yeah, that's what it is.
This is my opinion, and I've been saying this for weeks. Soto, everyone knows Soto's not worth $750 million.
He's not.
He's not worth
getting
$750.
This money.
He's not worth $750.
Oh, he's getting this money because it's either Yankees, Mets, or like Dodgers or Blue Jays.
No,
the Red Sox are actually sneakily in.
Yeah.
All of these teams, Soto would put them in Worlds. They're all in World Series contention, in my opinion. This would put them over the hump. And right now, the money's been being driven up because of competition.
But here's the thing.
That's the thing. He's not worth it right now.
But it wouldn't for the Yankees.
The thing is,
because we don't get anybody else, in my opinion.
And the thing is, like with the Mets, like they had so much money came off the payroll. Steve Cohen already said like he doesn't really care about the luxury tax.
And you guys need starting. You guys need.
And the thing is, like we need like obviously we all know Luis Severino went to the Athletics 3 years, $67 million, a franchise record for the Athletics on guaranteed money. But I'm saying like we need to. I think the Mets want to bring back Alonso. They want to bring back Manaea. Winker, they're like 50-50 about. Iglesias 50-50. He had the whole.
Bring back
dude, if you guys look at
they had the OMG thing. They had the OMG thing, obviously.
Dude, if you guys don't get Manaea, I don't know what you're gonna do.
We need to bring back Manaea, and I think if we get Manaea back, we have a chance at Burns. But I see them pivoting to someone like maybe that could be a little cheaper. Again, let me
ask you a question. I'm asking both of you guys this question. Would you rather Burns and Alonso? Would you rather Fried and Alonso, or would you rather just Soto?
Well, Burns,
because you realize that Burns and Alonso is maybe $500 million.
No, it's not total. Because Burns is gonna get. So people are saying Burns is gonna get like 5 years, like 220 something.
And then,
something like that.
Alonso's getting 160, so it's not even 500.
Yeah, it's not even
180. Right.
Yeah, but at the same time, like.
Would you rather have Burns and Alonso, or would you rather have Soto?
I can see why. Burns
the thing with Soto is like it's rare. For his type
and he's also 25.
I know. I'm saying it's rare for a player his age and his his greatness to be available.
And he is clutch too. Like I just want to put this out there. I am not discrediting Juan Soto. I am a diehard Yankees fan. I love the guy. He's a fantastic ball player. He's just not worth the money that we're going to give him, and I just think it's the wrong move for the Yankees to bring him back because again, I just don't think it helps the team. Currently, we are in World Series contention. We just made it to the World Series and we got embarrassed. Was Soto a part of that? Getting embarrassed? No. What was the part? It was the bottom of the order, and that won't be addressed if Soto gets signed. That's my point. You have in the World Series, like when Verdugo, Rizzo, and Chisholm and those guys were up, you were expecting it out, which is a problem. Like I was expecting them to not get on base. It shouldn't be that way. You're relying on your star players. Like I think that I would rather get Walker / Alonso, Santander, and somebody else because it would just benefit the team. Oh, and a second baseman. We don't have a second baseman.
Can I go on this? The Dodgers spent over $1 billion last offseason.
And it paid off.
Wait. And they have over $1 billion in deferrals. What's stopping any other team from doing that?
Because I don't think
that's a rich owner, bro.
Because I don't think
we both have rich owners.
Soto hasn't gotten his contract yet. Like, okay you're looking at like Freeman, Mookie. These guys are in their 30s. Soto's 25 and hasn't gotten his contract.
They got Ohtani and Yamamoto in the same offseason.
No, I understand.
That, right?
But my point is,
and they deferred like half of those. Most of those contracts.
I don't think Soto is going to want to defer. I don't. Maybe I'm wrong. I might be wrong.
The thing is, if you tell him, here's the thing. If you tell a player, oh, we're going to defer money, like, look, he's getting paid. So, say he gets...
Dude, this guy wants to cash
Say
now.
He gets 50 year. Say, like, we're going to defer $20 million each year after the 15 years of your contract is up. The next 15 years when you're retired or whatever you're at, we have to pay you $20 million that year. That's what... And it's like, all right, I'm retired... Like he's gonna be like 20 million a year.
I think this whole deferral thing is ruining baseball.
It's a lot.
It completely is.
It is.
It's becoming. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of NIL. NIL is ruining college.
Deferrals plus no salary cap is hell.
It's awful. Insane. Because you look at a team like the A's. That's their biggest contract ever.
No, I don't think it's their biggest fully guaranteed.
Fully
guaranteed. That's awful.
How do you compete?
Because they're never, ever, ever, ever going to be good. They won't. It's really unfortunate.
They rely on the Athletics.
They rely on the farm system, and then they get good, and then they trade them away. That's their system.
And the same thing with the Marlins, same with the Pirates.
Dude, they're never going to be good. Like a team like the Arizona Cardinals would never be good if the NFL followed the same rules to the MLB.
Here's my take. Yankees have.
Do you guys want Soto? That's my question. You can say with this. Do you guys even want Soto? Because you guys haven't expressed the want for Soto.
Yankees have Plan A, Plan B. Soto or upgrade what went wrong. For the Mets, it's the same thing. Soto or upgrade what went wrong.
But what went wrong? What was wrong for you guys?
We need another big bat in top of the order
and we need pitching.
Well, then now you can get Soto and Fried, I guess.
If we get Soto, we need to get another pitcher. But if we don't get Soto, we have to go all in on Alonso, all in on Manaea, and maybe even all in on
Burns.
Santander.
If the Mets
Dude,
don't,
you guys could be insane this offseason.
If the Mets don't get Soto, You got to re-sign Alonso, re-sign Minaya, got to sign Burns, you got to sign
Santander.
Willie Adames.
Santander,
Dude, you guys would be
Oscar Hernandez.
Dude,
I don't want to.
and
If we sign Alonso, we're not getting Adames. We're not getting
Maybe
Adames.
that's $900 million, but that is so much better than just Soto.
But
It is, dude.
I could see the Mets doing they could get Soto, they could get Alonso, but then if they can't get Burns because of all that money they spent, I could see them pivoting to Max Fried, who's obviously going to get a cheaper contract, than Corbin Burns. Obviously, they recently signed Frankie Montas, which they're doing a thing where they did with Sevy and Minaya. They both had down years, and they're going to try and work with them to fix them.
That's our thing now.
And it's coming on a good deal because if you look what Sevy got, his projected contract was between 18 to 20 a year. And he got 22.3 a year now.
Dude, I'm telling you, as a Yankee fan, Montas is not good. I hope he gets better. But what I was going to say, this is a perfect analogy. Would you rather have Patrick Mahomes for $450 million or Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns, Justin Jefferson, and CeeDee Lamb?
Bro.
It's the same analogy.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
yes,
not.
it is. Yes, it is. Because they're making the same amount. Those four players.
But the thing is, the NFL's different than the MLB with money.
My point is that would you rather completely upgrade your team across 4 positions and make it better, or get one guy? I'm taking the 4 guys. That's why I don't.
Well, yeah, in the NFL, you would take the 4 guys, and then you're all right, maybe we have to rely on a cheaper quarterback. But at the same time,
and the MLB too.
And the MLB,
guys get Soto, you're relying on Soto.
But then at the same time,
the thing is, Yankees and Mets have different situations. I mean, Mets
are in a better situation.
We're in a better situation because if we can get Soto, because we could also rely on our farm system and our young guys.
Yeah, we have some pitchers in the farms with Brandon Sprout, Billy Tidwell, Christian Scott's going to come back from injury, and he could be good. We have Jonah Tong. We have a couple guys, and don't forget David Peterson. He was great this season. Kodai Senga, yes, he had an injury. He had an injury 2024, but if he comes back healthy, he's a stud. Frankie Montas, if we can figure it out, help him a little bit, he can be a solid 4 or 5. That's
honestly losing Sevy right now and not having Minaya sign back yet. We need someone.
We need Minaya back, but losing Sevy, I kind of expected it. Yeah. I did expect that, but at the same time. I don't know how to put it in with the Mets. They have that lineup. They have that lineup. At the same time, they're fielding trade interest for Brett Beatty because obviously he doesn't have a spot on the team with Vientos, which I think is very smart. That's very smart. But I saw something that if the Mets sign Soto, that it gives them the better chance of bringing back Alonso as well.
Which makes no sense
but you don't
spending $1 billion on
still, if we get Soto and Alonso, we'll have no pitching.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's a lose situation getting Soto for you guys. It doesn't benefit your team.
The more I think about it, the more I don't want Soto.
You realize that you guys get Soto, you guys are not going to have to score 8 runs a game.
I think we can still get pitching. We can. There's still trades we can make. There's trades.
But who?
Garrett Krocek, he's on the. You can get him on. He's on a cheap contract right now. He hasn't got his extension yet.
Yeah, but that's not
But I don't think we're big in on him. I think he can end up with the Orioles
again.
I saw that the Red Sox and the Orioles ran on him a lot.
All right, let's transition over. Let's big discussion about Soto. We're gonna move on to college football. Got some college football coming up. Actually, right now, Boise State's playing UNLV.
Right now?
At 8. At 8. 10:05. Speaking about Boise State. Let's talk about the Heisman. I mean, it's really interesting this year.
Great race.
It's a great race, but in my opinion, there is a clear guy who should win between Travis Hunter and Boise State running back.
Let's just make it clear right now. It should not be a quarterback.
It's not a quarterback.
It should not be.
It's not a quarterback. And you know who's going to win?
Both quarterbacks probably won't make the playoffs.
Dude, you know who's... all right. You know who's going to win? And if he does not win, it's rigged. If Travis Hunter is not Heisman, it's rigged. When have you ever seen a top 5 wide receiver and the best cornerback in college football ever?
Never.
Ever.
Never.
Dude, he's the best corner in college football, and he's a top 5 wide receiver. He's not the best wide receiver. He's a top 5 wide receiver.
This might be like the best
Heisman
race ever. People have considered them splitting the Heisman because it's so close.
But Genti's not. The only way Genti wins is if he breaks the record. I don't know if playoff games count, like bowl games and stuff. I don't know if the championship game counts.
I think they do.
I think he's at 20. He's at 2,061. He has to get 600 yards. 500 yards.
I mean,
It's not
He hasn't.
happening
He can do it
in one game.
no.
If they win today,
let's say they
I don't think the
if
playoffs
they win the
count.
college
I don't
football.
think it counts.
no, it counts.
I don't think it counts.
I think it counts.
But if no one's gonna count it, it's gonna be like 21 games for like not 20. It's gonna be like 16 games for Genty, 12 games for Barry Sanders.
That's insane.
Barry Sanders had a crazy season. But okay, if Hunter doesn't win, best corner in college football, top 5 wide receiver.
Hunter
How do you
should
not give it
1,000%
to
win.
him?
He's insane.
Dude, he has over 1,000 yards receiving. He has like 10 touchdowns and
Top 5 in
3
receptions
interceptions.
and yards.
Like he's not he's if he was just a wide receiver, he's not even in that, not even remotely close. But you give him
He's a
3
corner.
interceptions, like 7 pass deflections, and
He's insane.
dude, he's a stud.
He's by far
Dude,
one of the
don't
best.
get me
players.
wrong, Genty's a stud too. But
Do you think
Hunter's
Do you
different.
think he's the best player in the draft?
Without a doubt,
I
I don't think he's gonna
believe
get
that.
moved.
I believe that.
And I think they're gonna move him to cornerback full time.
Wait,
Yeah, I agree with that.
did you see something about the Giants? If they draft Shadur, that they should try and trade up and get Travis Hunter. Could you imagine they do that?
You look at it like this. The Texans did it.
And then get
The Texans did it with C.J.
Texans
Stroud
did it.
and Will Anderson.
This would be ideal. This would be ideal. The Jags get the 2. We get 1. We draft Shadur. We trade for the second pick.
But what would we have to give
Oh
up?
no,
for the
we would
second-
draft Hunter first because the Jags are going for Hunter. They're not going for Shadur. They're not going for
True.
a quarterback. So they
No.
want Hunter first.
Yeah,
Then
that's true.
how-
No, that's true. He's right. He's right. He's
Yeah,
right.
he's right about them. I'm saying, what would we have to give up for the second or third pick?
2 first, a second, and probably like Aziz maybe. I'm just throwing it.
Well, we have to re-sign Aziz
right.
first
I'm
if we
just
do.
throwing out
Probably
Aziz.
3
Which is not even, but like,
I'm doing it.
3
I'm
first.
I'm doing it.
it would definitely be like 3 first.
I'm
like
doing it.
2 first,
100%.
2 first, a
Yeah,
second
3
round pick,
firsts.
for 2 first, 2
That
second
makes
round
our
picks,
team.
and like a player.
That changes our team drastically.
And get Dion. If you're gonna get those, you gotta get
Gotta
Dion.
get
I don't think people.
We could be
I don't think
Colorado.
Dion-
Perfect timing.
Plus neighbors.
They're saying Dion might not transition to the NFL yet.
I don't think he will.
I don't think he is.
They just got a 5-star quarterback. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to transition to
And if
it.
he does, that five-star quarterback, goodbye.
Yeah.
If Dion.
No, because he was originally committed to. What was he committed? I don't know where he was committed to. He was committed somewhere else, and he flipped to Colorado, which is stupid because I think he's leaving. It's exactly like I don't know what maybe remind, but I don't know where this came from. It's exactly like the show All American. Tell me I'm wrong.
Oh my god.
Tell me I'm wrong.
It is.
It's
It
like
is.
you know have you seen the show All American?
I haven't
Yeah.
watched it.
So
I've seen
practically,
clips
it's
of
like
it. I've seen
it's
clips.
like where Billy Baker is the dad, and Jordan Baker is his son. Billy Baker is in the NFL. Jordan Baker's a quarterback, and then Spencer is Jordan's friend, and pretty much Billy acts as the role of his father because he lost his father, and he followed him coaching around pretty like wherever they went, he went pretty
too.
much, and they were always together. The 2 players were always together. It's like the same thing.
So
It's like
what's
very
it?
similar.
Have you watched the recent episodes or no?
No, no idea. But I'm just saying that's what it reminded me of.
I completely see that.
Going back to the Heisman race, the case Genty makes. Let me just play devil's advocate here. The case he makes, Boise State was not even remotely close to a top 25 team without him.
Dude, he made the team.
He declined more money to go to a better school to stay with Boise State in his last year I think or something.
Yeah.
Last year, and he's basically leading them to a playoff contention.
Yeah.
That's got to mean something.
Yeah.
That's got to be a factor in this race.
I'd say, I mean, honestly,
And he has the second best running back season in college football history.
and I'm also going to say this, though. If you take away Travis Hunter off of Colorado's defense, they're atrocious. Their defense is not.
Yeah,
It's
I
not.
completely agree. And
Their defense is not good right now.
my pick
Right.
right now.
I mean, but he's the only good player, and honestly, he's really the only good player on the defense. Shiloh when he wants to be. It's really when he wants to be, but Travis Hunter makes the Colorado defense, and then you add in 1,000 yards in his catches and whatever. He's just a stud.
And my picks is still Travis Hunter, but I think Genty, if they win tonight, if Boise State wins tonight, and they keep going on, and he somehow gets close to that record, he could make an argument for it. Doesn't he have like 28 rushing touchdowns, something like that?
Stupid.
Something
It's
Oh, probably
insane.
30.
It's like ridiculous, but he's still making a case for it. And like I feel like this is one of the closer who's going to win the Heisman. But right now, my pick is definitely going to be Travis Hunter, as he's playing both offense and defense is insane. And would you think he translates that to the NFL or just plays one side?
One side.
I think he would play one side.
1,000% one side.
And it'd probably be defense.
Oh, no.
Dude, it's
I think
100%, and I'll tell you why.
I don't know.
The wise words of Richard Sherman, a better cornerback is more valuable than a better receiver. And that's the truth. A better corner is more valuable than a better
what the
receiver.
Giants are missing.
And that's what Travis Hunter is. I think that they're going to take advantage of his skills at cornerback and, well, move closer, my bad. And he's going to be a cornerback. I mean, he might play a little bit on offense, but they're not going to play him every snap of the game. It's like Miles Bridges and the next.
That's insane.
Like,
that would be risking too much injury.
Yeah.
All right, so we're back with the second year of the Emirates NBA Cup in the NBA. 8 teams have already clinched and made it, and I think the quarterfinals start next week.
First of all, I think this whole thing is stupid. Just want to put that out there.
I like it.
There's no don't understand it whatsoever. There's no purpose to it. What's the point of it? What benefit do the teams have?
To create competition in the regular season. That's the main goal.
Why should there not be competition already?
Because some teams rest their players.
That's why the NBA is dying. Continue.
And so who do you guys think is winning it all? We have the Thunder playing the Mavs in the first round, and OKC is the 1 seed, so they have home court advantage in the West. Mm-hmm. They have the Warriors visiting the Rockets, and then in the East we have the Orlando visiting the Bucks Orlando has no Paolo.
Is Luka playing?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's.
Why is the spread so much?
And then Atlanta visiting New York and MSG for a rematch from 2020.
That's insane. I'm taking the Knicks. I think that it's going to be Knicks versus
Knicks
winner.
all the way.
Knicks versus
this team is gluing at the right moment. They're gluing right now. They are gluing right now.
It's the Knicks versus the winner of Thunder Mavs.
I agree with that, but I think OKC's winning it all.
Of course you do. I mean, like...
Of course I do. Who else do I have?
Dude, how is the spread -4.5 for OKC against the Mavs? At home. Wait, no.
Well,
it's at home.
Knicks. Knicks versus Mavs in the NBA Cup championship. This Knicks team is gluing.
Knicks versus OKC. Right, Hardenstein comes back.
Oh my God. Hardenstein would kill Cat. No, I'm kidding.
The Knicks team is gluing right now. This Knicks team is playing really well basketball right now, and it's been amazing.
I can't lie. Knicks are looking really good. They have some games where they look like
give us a new coach, bro. They're killing Miles Bridges. And Brunson.
Miles Bridges?
Hold on.
Mikal Bridges.
They just played the Hornets last night, and they beat him by 20, and he played 47 minutes.
That's horrible.
47 minutes, no OT.
But isn't Mikal known for playing most of the games, having good stamina? I think that's what he's known for, too.
Dude, it doesn't matter. If you're winning by 20 and you're playing...
He's never missed a game.
He's never missed a game.
But again, you're playing 47 minutes a night. And
not like 47 minutes a night.
Dude, he's averaging at least 42, 43. With knowing Thibodeau, he's not getting under 40. You tell me what it is.
He's not averaging 40 minutes.
You tell me what it is.
He's averaging 38.
Dude, that's like...
His career high before that was 36.
His career high?
In minutes.
Dude, what's Brunson averaging then? And Cat's definitely averaging 45.
Brunson's definitely
Brunson's getting 33.
Who else are we putting in over Cat?
I know.
Cat's insane.
I got Cat's 34.
How?
OG's been playing a lot. He's been playing out of his
36.
mind. OG's been playing out of his mind.
Josh Hart.
Who else are we putting in, though? I don't understand. I mean,
Josh Hart's getting the most minutes.
Precious is back tonight.
No, Precious came back the other night.
Oh, last night? Was Precious back last night?
Yeah. Exactly.
Anyway, I think the Knicks are going to win it. I'm a Knicks fan. I like them. I don't like the Thunder. And yeah.
This is going to be fun. Like, Thunder Knicks could be a future NBA championship matchup.
Yeah, where the Celtics
could be.
Where the Celtics?
They got eliminated.
They didn't make it.
They got eliminated.
Dude, if you lose one game, you're out, basically.
Yeah. This is crazy.
Wow.
I have the Thunder. I mean, Shea's unstoppable recently. And Shea and J-Double,
dude,
Batman and
OG's
Robin.
going to clamp Shea.
OG Anunoby's been playing insane.
He's not going to clamp him, but he's gonna make it.
Knicks have probably top 3 offense. They don't have a good defense.
It's just OG. It's just OG.
And he's not even playing well defensively. So
he's playing great, though, still.
I'm not worried about OKC's offense. I'm just worried about slowing down that Knicks offense.
Yeah.
But at the same time, OKC is averaging has statistically the best defense of all time. They have the best defense.
It's not even the All-Star break.
We have the best defensive rating of all time so far. We're leading the league in turnovers forced. We have the most steals. We have the most blocks. We have the most.
How many first-round picks do you guys have next year? Like 4?
I think so. 3 or 4.
That's insane.
And we have so many guys. Case and Wallace is
you guys
blossoming.
Who are you paying?
Case and Wallace, 6.
Dude, who are you paying?
Hardenstein. Shea signed him to like 3 years, $35 a year.
Is he in the last year of the contract?
Oh no, not even close. He's like two more years probably.
Dude,
we signed him after he averaged 22 points a game. Season after, 31.
Wow.
Sam Press, genius.
Wait, was that his first year on the contract last year?
No. Second year. That was his second year.
So this is a contract year for Shea.
This is his third year. Now, let me look at his contract.
But
anyway, yeah. I mean, Knicks. Give me.
We got the Knicks winning, baby. The only New York team that's making me happy right now.
Honestly, bro.
Shea signed through 2026, 2027.
Oh,
so
you
he's 2 more years after this.
Wow, that's insane. That's unbelievable. All right, let's move on to what we've all been waiting to talk about. The dreadful, pathetic, feeble, heinous, horrendous, horrific, horrible New York Giants.
It's really hard to watch. It's impossible to watch.
It's really bad.
I'm gonna make it as simple as possible, and I'm gonna say that if Brian Dable and Joe Shane have a job next season working in New York, I am going to be shocked. Because I watched Hard Knocks. A lot of the moves Joe Shane made weren't sitting well with John Mara.
Quote from John Mara, I'll have heart palpitations if Saquon leaves.
He's an MVP candidate right now.
MVP.
We all know he wouldn't be an MVP candidate on the Giants, obviously. Every
not,
Giants fan knows that.
But still, like,
Oh, yeah.
John Mara wanted him.
He's far better than Tracy.
But, like, you can't look at it like that.
You can't.
Of course he's better than Tracy.
The common football fan looks at it like that.
Yeah. But look, Tracy was the 5th round pick from
Tracy's
Purdue.
still good though. Like he's putting up
from Purdue.
They're 1 year of experience at running back.
And he's a stud. But look, the Giants are in shambles. I was talking about it with my grandfather yesterday.
They need so many moves to help fix them. It's insane.
This is what I would do. Maybe it's slightly unrealistic, but I'm gonna say what I would do.
Yeah.
Want to hear my most unrealistic or my most realistic?
Most unrealistic.
Okay. We fire Joe Shane and John Mara. Not John Mara. We fire, like you said, John Mara. We fire Joe Shane and Brian Dable immediately right now. The first thing you do is you hire Ben Johnson ASAP. Also,
is he guaranteed he's going to leave the Detroit Lions?
Dude, 100%. You said this is unrealistic. You said make it almost unrealistic. You fire all our coordinators. And you fire our head coach and GM. You sign Ben Johnson as head coach. You signed the Chiefs, I think, executive something as general manager. He's apparently fantastic. Or you sign the assistant general manager.
I think or the Lions. So.
Yeah.
Or the Lions executive assistant. Or
who's
something
the guy
like that.
from the Chiefs they were talking about?
That's the guy who I'm talking about.
And they what about our assistant GM? You like him or not?
I like
Brown.
I like Brown.
But honestly, if he's smart, he can get a general manager job this offseason.
Yeah, and it could be ours if Joe Shane is fired.
It could be ours, but what I was then Ben Johnson picks whoever the coordinators he wants.
You know where Brandon Brown is from, right?
Where's he from?
Philly.
Oh yeah,
Pretty
you're right.
Sure.
He's from Philly. Yeah, I think
he worked in Philly or he lived in Philly.
I think
he worked in Philly.
Get him general manager then. Get Joe Shane out of here. So then Ben Johnson hires whatever coordinators he wants. I'm okay with that. Okay. Whatever coordinators he wants, I'm okay with that. I trust the guy.
Why don't you bring the running backs coach?
Who?
The Lions running back coach?
Whatever they need to do, I don't care. Figure it out. I trust Ben Johnson's offense is elite.
Whatever you're cooking up right now,
whatever
you're cooking up right now is anything's gonna be better than the train wreck
that we have right now.
Then you hold the first pick in the draft. You draft Shedeur Sanders. You do what we were talking about earlier. Trade up, second pick for Travis Hunter. Get both of them. Going into free agency, you sign Javon Holland. You signed T. Higgins. In the second round, T.
Higgins should be our number one option for
I don't
free
want.
agency.
Well, of course, I want Travis Hunter. We're not going to do that. Scratch that. We drafted Jared. I'll get to the draft in a second. You sign Higgins. You sign Javon Holland. You prioritize getting corners and interior defensive linemen, and you upgrade the depth of the offensive line, and you draft a receiver in the 4th round. I'm loving it.
The main problem
needs to be our number one option.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Holland, number 1 and 2
I think
options.
Higgins would be number 1. I don't
the
think
main problem with the Giants this year that I had, but the main problem for me, let me say this, is that I don't mind. Like, obviously, I don't mind that we're gonna win 2 games. It bothers me that Brian Dable completely lost the locker room.
Yeah,
and I feel like nobody respects him anymore. No one listens to him. He makes 0 changes. You can't listen to him in post game because he says absolutely nothing.
Dude, it's the same.
And
he's
not
a good coach.
And now without Dexter Lawrence on the field, it could be way worse because Dexter Lawrence is a leader in the locker room. So now without Dexter Lawrence on the field,
name one thing he's done good the past 2 seasons.
And that one season,
bench Daniel Jones.
That one season he was
bench
good.
Daniel Jones.
Season he was good,
and he handled that terribly.
Oh my God, bro! That situation was horrendously handled.
One season we were good with him. One season we were good with him. We had the easiest schedule possible.
Mm-hmm.
And don't forget, we also went on like a 5-game losing streak too.
You know what's so ironic is that the team that Daniel Jones beat to get that contract, he's on the team now.
Happy for Danny.
We also had a better defense then. We had Xavier. We had Julian Love.
And
we had
we
have
Leonard Williams.
Dude, our defensive
line.
Looking
back at it, we should have just kept our team.
Yeah.
Dude, our defensive line was Williams, Dexter Lawrence, Aziz, Kayvon. Our secondary was Xavier and Julian Love.
Yeah.
And our corners were...
And Logan Ryan.
And now we have... Think about this thing. Think about this. We don't sign Daniel Jones to that contract. We tag him. We sign Barkley. We sign McKinney. We probably keep Leonard. And we probably keep Julian Love as well. Maybe not Julian Love, but we keep the other 3. Maybe.
Let me ask you this question, right? And I'm going to hear crickets. You cannot say the 2024 NFL Draft. Name me one singular thing Joe Shane has done good.
The 2023 draft he nailed.
And Jermaine Illuminor was a good signing. You have to admit, Jermaine Illuminor.
That's good.
How's John Runyon been? Has he been good or?
He's been solid.
When
the team is bad, you're going to be not good instead.
It's just like Devin Singletary. He's a backup.
We let Saquon go to sign Jermaine Illuminor, John Runyon, and Greg Van Roten.
And what would our offensive line be without them?
I mean, bad. And can we all bring it up? If we're talking about the offensive line right now, can we please move Evan Neal to guard? We've been saying this for the past year and a half.
Don't pay Daniel Jones $40 million a year. That's your problem.
He did clear $20 million by releasing him, but still, we have 16.
Also, he bombed the Singletary signing. He bombed that. I mean, you could have gotten Jacobs, Henry, Eckler, Pollard.
But if they weren't gonna pay Saquon, they weren't gonna go pay Jacobs or Henry.
Yeah,
but here's the thing with Shane.
But Jacobs got like 8. Saquon got like 14.
I think Derrick Henry got like 7.
Yeah, and we got Singletary for 6, who's the worst by far.
Oh yeah, 100%.
We bombed that 100%. Too.
Here's the thing with Shane. This is where it all went downhill for him.
Hold on. Last thing. Yeah. We didn't address the secondary besides Drew Phillips.
That's bad.
And Newman at all.
Besides the Dory Jackson, what week?
We didn't even sign a cornerback.
Right before week 1, we signed.
We didn't even sign a corner, bro.
We should have.
Here's when it went downhill and we started questioning Shane. First, he had 2 opportunities before signing Daniel Jones. You either could have taken his 5th-year option, which he hasn't proven himself. Why would you? So that's
he signed Daniel Jones. Signed Daniel Jones.
You could,
or you could have tagged him.
What you just said, could have tagged him and signed Saquon.
And you sign Saquon, if you let Julian Love walk, okay, that I can see that happening. But in this case, you tag Daniel Jones after the horrid 2023 season as well. You don't got to deal with his contract no more. Guess what? You have money for to sign McKinney still. You have the money to even still bring in Brian Burns and maybe upgrade the offensive line as well. And maybe we have to trade up to draft the QB, or if in any case we have to stick with Drew Lock for a season and then get a quarterback in this year's draft. But still, the move of signing Daniel Jones terrible because he only had 15 passing touchdowns. He had a mid-year.
You guys do realize, too, that he wasn't even good ever before that 1 year where he was okay. He was
rookie year.
awful. Okay, $160 million. It just doesn't make any sense.
That was a terrible move. Terrible move.
I don't care what I thought back then.
He played, and you look
Maybe
at
I thought that it was good because
this was my reaction when looking at Jones is back. Ooh, 160.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, when he said one, because at first everyone was saying like, oh, he's gonna get like 28 a year, 30 a year, like okay,
40,
and he got 40. I looked at that contract and I'm like, 4 years.
What are you doing?
I'm like 4 years, 160.
But you know who?
I'm happy he's back, but for that price,
plays then, though?
At the time I was happy.
Kafka.
Kafka's got to go too. He's got to go.
He was calling plays then.
What does Kafka do?
Nothing.
He's the assistant. Head coach and
if you're the head coach, you should not call the plays.
Never.
You know what Brian Dable does?
He calls the plays.
And
he's he still calls it with Kafka because Kafka's the assistant head coach as long as the offensive coordinator.
Very, very few amount of play callers as head coaches.
You have to be a really good coach.
Andy Reid, I can name a handful in one hand. I think it's Andy Reid, Shanahan, McVay, McDaniels, and Mike McCarthy. That's it. Dude, Dan Campbell doesn't call plays. Mike Tomlin doesn't call plays.
You know what Dan Campbell does? He's like, when you're going into a Madden game, play all offense, play all defense, he does like the special moments.
Yeah.
He goes for it on fourth down. It could be
calling the plays.
It could be fourth and 15.
That was a smart move. You know why?
Because they would have gave Jordan Love time to get the ball back.
Would you rather be up 3 or 6? If you're up 6,
would you rather be up 3 with 40 seconds or be up 3 with 0 seconds? That was his thought process.
Yeah.
What?
Because that's what
there was 41 seconds left in the game. You hit the field goal, you give them 41 seconds to tie the game. Would you rather be up 3 with 41 seconds or go for it, get the first down, run the clock down, win the game?
They had no timeouts at that point.
That's
would you rather be up 3 or 6?
6.
You sure? Because then, if you're up 3, offense is thinking, we only need a field goal. Let's just get field goal range. If you're up 6, we're like, we need to go all in. We need to get a touchdown, and if they get a touchdown, you only need an extra point. You lose. The offense is thinking if you're down 3, the offense is not thinking touchdown with 40 seconds left. The offense is thinking field goal, OT.
True.
I saw that TikTok today, and I was like, I'd rather be up 3. I mean 3.
I see what you're saying, but at the same time, like. They could.
That's why he won.
Say he has like they have a minute. Say they have a minute left, right? They're up 3. They have a minute left. The offense could still be thinking if they have enough time with enough timeouts. Let's get a touchdown to take the lead and give them enough time.
Let's do an Ashton Genty update. It's 7-0 Boise State.
4 for 19.
4 for 19. Does he score a touchdown?
No.
No.
How much is left in the first quarter?
3 minutes.
Dude, I knew they were going to absolutely win. Absolutely kill UNLV. Dude, Syracuse beat UNLV and somehow UNLV is ranked higher. Makes no sense.
What?
No sense.
Syracuse.
Syracuse is 10. UNLV is 10-2. Syracuse is 9-3. Syracuse beat UNLV.
Rankings make no sense.
No sense. Somehow, Colorado is worse than Syracuse in the rankings. If Colorado were to play Syracuse. Actually, I don't know because their defense is really bad.
Really?
Bad.
I don't know about that. Syracuse's bad defense is really bad too. I mean, they let a 40 to Cam Ward, obviously.
And they won.
Yeah. Yep. Recent breaking news as of today: the Rangers traded Jacob Trouba to the Anaheim Ducks for a conditional 4th round and a defenseman. Wow. And I gotta say, for the Ducks taking on his full contract, that is a great trade for the Rangers. Giving up that massive contract takes off a lot off the books, which then led to Igor Shesterkin signing an 8-year, $92 million deal, averaging $11.5 million a year, being the most highest paid goalie in all time NHL history.
Wow!
But this is honestly, I love both of those moves. You can argue Igor's one of the best goalies in the league by far. Top 2, he could be 1, but I think he's definitely top 3, definitely there. But it's a great deal in my opinion because people were saying he was going to get like 13 a year. So getting him for 11.5 a year for 8 years, I think is a great contract. And trading Trouba, it was bound to happen. All the rumors happening, you saw them too, remember? And
yeah, I thought the Islanders were going to get him for a second. Dude, the Islanders are awful.
Yeah, both teams are mid right now.
They're awful because of injuries, though.
Yeah,
we're missing our two of our top tier players. Both of them is Barcy. I think Barcy's listed as a center, right?
No, I think he's a right wing, but he
plays as a center.
That's
why I wanted.
But with both the Rangers and Islanders, tell me I'm wrong with this. Both teams refuse to rebuild.
Dude,
they don't want to rebuild.
The Islanders have had the
They don't want to. They don't rebuild. If they need to, they don't.
The Rangers, they almost made.
Well, they almost made, but now this year they're really mid.
The Islanders are like the.
But I don't know. Maybe they can make it this year again. Who knows?
How do we even explain the Islanders? Just like
they got to make it playoffs first.
They're like the Yankees.
How they like no?
Because they always lose in the playoffs.
No, that's the Mets before Steve Cohen. Respectfully.
If we made the playoffs,
yeah, if we made the playoffs. So this is like you're saying it ends in disappointment. Like that's like the Mets went before Steve Cohen in 2022.
The last 6 seasons, we made the playoffs 4 times
and got bounced first round.
No. We made it to the Eastern Conference Finals
against Tampa. And then
lost in Game 7.
Wait. What the year later? What did we do? We lost to Tampa.
Tampa's like
Florida teams own us.
Yeah.
We lost to Tampa and Florida. You guys lost to Tampa. That's 3 times they've beat a New York team.
And the Islanders are banged out big time. That's why I was actually confident that they were going to get him because we need players.
Need someone physical, but I don't think he was going to approve anyone in the Eastern Conference. So
what was his plus or minus?
It was like -6.
You said Zibanejad was
Zibanejad is a -14. That is god awful, but he's on the trade. He's on the trade market too. So they got him if they can maybe find a trade. He doesn't play that well.
Awful.
But yeah,
that is really bad.
That's not good at all. But
really
it seems like the Rangers are looking to shake things up now and the future.